My name is Colin Austin. I am a real person, not some computer-generated image. I'm good at some things and bad at others. I'm not stupid, but like most people, I sometimes do stupid things. Right now, we're all doing something incredibly stupid. We are destroying the means of producing food that will make us healthy. We are being tricked by an abundance of food in supermarkets. But it is not real food. It is just fuel that gives us energy and lacks the key nutrients to keep us healthy. We are overfed but undernourished. But the tragedy is that the earth is full of nutrients, mountains full of the essential minerals we need for health. But they are insoluble, locked up, and unavailable to us and to the plants and animals we eat. Evolution has already solved this for us, but we aren't opening our eyes to the solution staring us in the face. Plants capture carbon from the air by photosynthesis. The air is full of carbon dioxide, and it is free. And by absorbing this carbon from the air, it is not just feeding the plants and hence us, but stabilizing the climate so we can live in comfort. All for free. But both plants and us need more than carbon. We both need a range of minerals such as magnesium, iron, zinc, selenium, and many more. And they are there, mountains of them, available for free. But let me point out the obvious. We cannot eat rocks. But evolution has already solved that problem. We have to open our eyes. Plants exude the sugars they produce through photosynthesis from the roots. This encourages the growth of beneficial microbes and fungi, which can break down rocks and make nutrients available to plants, to us, and other animals. But there's another huge advantage which is not so obvious. These microbes enter plants by osmosis, so when we eat them, they move into our guts, where they develop swarm or crowd intelligence to regulate our bodies. Specifically, they will manufacture hormones that regulate our appetites, make us feel good, help manage the stresses of living, and also feed and house much of our immune system. A system perfected and tested over hundreds of thousands of years. It works. If it didn't, we wouldn't be here. It is the mechanism for life. But then, because we keep our eyes shut, we did something incredibly stupid. We developed soluble synthetic fertilizers, so plants don't need to exude sugars to feed the microbes. For sure, plants need fertilizers. I'm not saying we should not fertilize our crops. Of course we need to feed the plants with fertilizers. But using synthetic fertilizers made from oil is doubly stupid. It stops plants exuding nutrients from their roots, which feed the beneficial microbes we need to stay healthy, and eventually we will run out of oil to make soluble fertilizers. And if that is not enough, there are literally mountains of rocks containing all the minerals that we need, an almost inexhaustible supply just sitting there, and in fact being continuously replaced by volcanic action. This has resulted in the modern epidemic of non-infectious diseases, overweight, diabetes, heart attacks, dementia, etc. You can trace the root cause to the failure of the natural plants to exude sugars that breed these essential microbes. My aim is not only to learn from this naturally evolved system, but also to create conditions in which beneficial microbes outbreed harmful microbes that cause infectious diseases. My solution is the G-Biota box, which has 3 layers. The top layer is for growing plants. The middle layer contains organic waste, where microbes breed, and the bottom layer catches and stores the liquid we call soul blood. This is up to feed the plants and circulates throughout the box in a flood and flush cycle, so beneficial microbes outbreed harmful microbes. But the beauty of the system is that it is so simple that virtually anyone can do it. Even Mary, my hypothetical friend, a single mum with 3 kids, putting on weight and diagnosed as pre-diabetic, working 2 jobs to feed her kids who are already suffering from allergies resulting from the lack of beneficial microbes. Even though she is living in an apartment with no garden, she can still breed these beneficial microbes. She does not have to grow all her food. That would be ridiculous, living in a flat. She can still buy her energy food from the supermarket. All she has to do is grow the food that contains the missing nutrients and microbes. If you think this is some expensive luxury she cannot afford, let me give you the final punchline. The basic raw materials are the food waste she's already throwing away and polluting the atmosphere, plus a bit of volcanic rock dust. Oh, and by the way, she does not need her own private volcano.